So here we are in Akihabara, and I think I pronounced that right for the first time. And again, I am not as into this as some people would be, but I had to come here in order to just say that I have, really. I don't know if I could find anything I was looking for, but I'm closer to it than I ever have been or ever will be. So, oh gosh, I feel like an idiot here. But then again, I'm an American in Japan. That's the default setting. Guys, I don't know what to make of this. These things look like cards rather than manga. Again, this is something that would never make its way back down to the States. But I'm just gonna would any of us be interested in this? I don't know. Maybe that's why it doesn't come over here, frankly.
I'm sorry, guys, but where the heck do you start in this place?
I don't mind telling you, this is kind of intimidating to walk through. There is so much here, and yet nothing that seems quite what I'm looking for. So, they've got basically a floor for plastic models, a floor for figurines, a floor for games, actually 2 floors for games, and 2 floors for adult games specifically, and then the floor for anime itself. And yeah, it's a bit more than I can handle. It is sort of a sensation overload, and yet at the same time, it's also a little less than I'd hoped for. Basically, I kind of expected Akihabara to be one giant convention dealer's room. And in that respect, I'm not sure I'm disappointed. It certainly has the games, it has the stuff, but you know, it's all in the original language, which I'm not conversant in. You might remember I was into fan fiction once upon a time, but I always said that fan fiction was something you got into if you didn't have enough anime. Today, that's not a problem. You have it coming out your ears. It's almost too much, and as a result, I think I've surfeited on it to the point where I'm not even interested in being here other than the fact that I'm here. You know, just like with any tourist destination. And there you go. No offense to Akihabara. It's not you, it's me. Although it may also be all the stuff you've put out, so maybe you shoulder some of the blame. You just dumped so much on us that I'm no longer able to focus on anything and obsess over it. Or maybe that's just growing up. I don't know. In any case, I'm there, and this place isn't. This place is never going to grow up as long as there's still money in it. And I don't blame them. But I'm also just kind of lost. I got my son into this, and he has friends who are into this, and I can't help them even though I'm right here. It's almost frustrating. Well, I found a thing or two. Also didn't have a lot of luck with the gachapons. I found one that had some of the stuff Daniel would be looking for, but kind of wiped out when I tried it a couple of times, and I'm running out of hundreds. So, one thing I did come across is this place that is apparently doing a standing barbecue of Wagyu beef, except there is a long line here, and I'm not sure I really want to stand in line no matter how good it is. I'm sure people here are used to that, but not my thing, and again, still not quite hungry yet. There are other places, of course. I know online is proof of a really good restaurant, either that or really good marketing. I'm not sure which. But still, I would just as soon not spend my time standing around in line for something. Okay, this looks like a Spencer's gift written really large. Or, you know, stuffed really tightly, I'll be honest. Again, it would make more sense if it was you and I, hon, but as it isn't, it's kind of pointless. Despite the fact that I have, I think, plenty of time to go around here, I will confess to being a little frightened about getting too far away from the station. Fortunately, at the moment, it's still within sight. I'm seeing the train tracks even as I'm standing here now talking to you. But at the same time, I'm still kind of, I don't want to try and get too far away either. Once again, I'm in a position where I don't have a destination in mind because I don't know what to look for. I've gotten to the general place I want to be, but now that I'm here is like, what specifically am I looking for? And I'm drawing a complete blank. I'm not lost at this point. I'm pretty sure I know where I am, and I've got a few blocks to go back. But I will say that to a certain extent, I am a bit lost in all this. As much as I've been into the scene since the mid to late 90s, the more I know that it has passed me by. I have not gone with it, and I am in over my head here. It's just how it is, I guess. I feel the need to film myself going through here, but it's just too crowded to actually try and do it. Even the Don Quixote in Akihabara is different, and there's just so much stuff going on here, but I don't know that, again, I have sort of a specific shopping list, and that isn't actually coming up. So I really, mildly frustrated, but at the same time, it's kind of like, well, what are you gonna do? Well, that finally managed to work out. I got something here, and it took a little while because it turned out that the tax-free guys didn't know what to do with my Xeroxed copy of my passport. And I had to explain that that's all I have, since the ship keeps my passport for the time being. But it does have a seal and a stamp on it from the Japanese authorities showing that I'm in here for a short period of time. And there were like 3 of them going over it, and I think they were talking on the phone as well. So it was quite a chaotic scene, if relatively subdued, but still, it's just kind of like, oh my goodness, the hoops you have to jump through. Fortunately, I was just standing there going, well, gotta wait until they decided, and move from there. And I think it's worked out. So I've actually gotten something that I hope Daniel will like, and we'll be on our way. Honestly, I've got time to get back, and I don't know what to do with myself now. I did discover on my way out that I'm not supposed to be taking film in the middle of the Don Quixote. Oh well, live and learn. At least I'm gone now, so they don't have to worry me doing that further. I think I've had enough so far, and I'm ready to call it. I'll call it a day for this place. There is obviously more to Tokyo than Akihabara. I keep saying it now. There is more to Tokyo than Akihabara. And I didn't give Shibuya quite as thorough a look-see as I probably should have. So I think I'm gonna go back across the street, head for the train station, make my way back, and See where we go from here.